Hello, dear students. Today I am dealing with the topic measures of dispersion. It is belonging to the chapter number first, Introduction to Statistics, from credit number first, Basic Biostatistics. In this subtopic, the measures of dispersion, we focus here the range, mean deviation, standard deviation, variance, and coefficient of variance. The measures of dispersion in a statistics, dispersion, it is also called as variability, scattered, or it is also called as spread. See, the dispersal, as the name suggests, the measures of dispersion shows that the scattering of the data. Dispersal, it is nothing but the scatteredness of data, or the spreadness of that data, or the variability among that data set. It tells the variation of the data from the another and gives a clear idea about the distribution of the data. The measures of dispersion shows the homogeneity or the heterogeneity of the distribution of the observations. Measures of central tendency, we already focused in previous lectures. This measure of central tendency, we get only idea about the central value and it not giving a clear and complete idea about the distribution of the given observation series. Can we get an idea about the distribution if we get to know about the dispersion of the observations from one another within and between the data set? The main idea about the measures of dispersion is to get to know how the data are spread, and it shows how much data vary from their average values. The measures of dispersion here having two different types. One is the absolute measures are there and another is a relative measures. Within the absolute measures, here the range, mean deviation is there and standard deviation. All these are in under absolute measure, and in a relative measures, here the coefficient of variation, the coefficient of mean deviation, and the coefficient of the quartile deviation is kept under the relative measures. See the first here, the first of all we can focus here the range. It is the difference between the largest and the smallest observation. See the range, it is nothing but whatever data set we have, okay, we can find out here the difference between the largest value of our data set and the smallest value of our data set, okay, the largest observation and the smaller observation. See here, the range is equal to maximum value minus minimum value. Here if A is the highest observation and B is the lowest observation, then the range R is given by R is equal to A minus B. A, it is denotes the highest observation while B denotes the lower observation. The above measures of range is an absolute measure of range Then the relative measure of dispersion based on the range is given by coefficient of range is equal to a minus b upon within the bracket a plus b. Then second, we can focus here the mean deviation. It is also kept in absolute measures. It is the arithmetic mean of absolute deviation from mean or any other specified value. Here the mean deviation calculated by using this formula summation upon n is equal to summation of f within the bracket x minus x bar bracket complete upon n, where x here the specified value, then x bar means here the mean value, f it is a nothing but the frequency, and n is the total number of observation. See here we can calculate here the mean deviation. All positive and negative differences are treated as positive values, and here we use the modulus symbol. It is the vertical lines. Okay, we have to read here the absolute value x minus x bar as modulus x minus x bar. The mean deviation is given by these mathematical formulas. Mean deviation is equal to summation absolute value x minus x bar divided by n. It is nothing but the total number of observation. Here I am taking one example. The cotton yield of a cotton variety from 7 plots are 5, 6, 7, 7, 7, 8, 9 kg per plot. The mean deviation for these data is computed as follows. Here the mean, we can firstly summation of all the values divided by total number of observation. See here the summation of all observation is 49 divided by 7. 7 it is nothing but the total number of observations are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 it is nothing but the n. It is a total number of observation, and here the answer, here the 49 divided by 7 answer is 7 kg. Here x it is 7 and n it is nothing but the total number of observation. We can use here that formula of the mean deviation is equal to summation x minus x bar absolute value upon n. Here the mean deviation within the bracket, see here the absolute value here 5 minus 7, the first value 5 minus 7 x. Okay, x means it is our observation value, and here the x bar it is nothing but the mean value. See 5 minus 7 absolute plus absolute 6 minus 7 plus absolute 7 minus 7 plus absolute 7 minus 7 plus absolute 7 minus 7 plus absolute 8 minus 7 plus absolute 9 minus 7. And here the see here 5 minus 7, here the minus 2 is there, but I am already mentioned in a previous slide whatever values are there all negative and positive, we consider here only positive values. Here 5 minus 7, here minus 2, but here we consider here the positive value 2 plus 6 minus 7 minus 1 is there, but we consider here the plus 1. Then 7 minus 7 0, 7 minus 7 0, 7 minus 7 0, 8 minus 7 plus 1, 9 minus 7 2. Divided by 7, it is nothing but the total number of observation, and answer is 6 upon 7 kg. This is regarding to the mean deviation. Then next we can focus on the variance. Variance, it is a measures of variation and is the sum of square of deviation. The sum of square of deviation divided by the number of degree of freedom n minus 1. So the variance of the sample, it is also denoted by S square, is equal to summation of FD square upon n minus 1. This is the summation of FD square upon n minus 1. Here it is also denoted by the sigma square. Then next we can focus on the standard deviation. Standard deviation, a statistical measuring the spread or variability of the sample around the mean, or in other words it may be defined as the measures of dispersion of different variables around the central value. It is the square root of variance. Formula for standard deviation, it is also called SD or S or sigma. Standard deviation is equal to under square root summation of x minus x bar bracket square divided by n, where n, it is nothing but the number of observation in a sample size. X minus x bar square in the above equation denotes the d square, where x represent the observations while x bar, it represent the mean of the observation in the sample. Then I am taking here one example based on standard deviation. As an illustrate, we have the following data: 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. The computation of the sigma or the standard deviation from the above data will involve the following calculation. Here the x, then small x and x square. X here nothing but the observations. See 11, 12, 13, 14, we can put all these observation in first column. In second column, here we can calculate here the x. See here the in a firstly we can see here the summation of x is 176 here, and it is nothing but the 11. There is a total number of observation. First of all we can calculate here the mean x bar. Okay, mean here the number of observation upon, see here the sum of the all observation upon the number of observation. Here the 176 upon 11, the answer is a 16. 16 is our mean. See here the 16 is our mean. Okay, we can 16 we can find out the 16 is a mean. We can here the place the 0, then at upper side we can write here the -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Okay, and at the lower side minus +1, +2, +3, +4, +5. See we can also see that, see if we minus, see from that 16 Okay, see from that 11 minus 16, here answer is a minus 5. Then 12 minus 16, answer is a minus 4. Then 13 minus 16, answer is a minus 3. 14 minus 16, answer is minus 2. 15 minus 16, answer is minus 1. 16 minus 16, answer is a 0. 17 minus 16, answer is a plus 1. 18 minus 16, answer is plus 2. 19 minus 16, answer is a plus 3. 20 minus 16, answer is a plus 4. And 21 minus 16, answer is a plus 5. Okay, then here x square, here minus 5 square is a 25, 4 square is a 16, 3 square is a 9, 2 square is a 4, 1 square is a 1, 0 square is a 0, 1 square is 1, 2 square is a 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is a 25. And here the x square, here the sum of the x square is 110. Okay, see here the summation of x square is a 110. Okay, we put here the formula sigma or standard deviation is equal to under the square root summation of x square upon n. Then here the square root of 110 upon 11. Here the answer is 3.16. Okay, here the standard deviation of this data series, the answer is given 3.16. Then here the next example, calculate range, mean deviation and standard deviation of the data given in an earlier example. The observation in the data are 34, 35, 32, 31, 34, 32, 37, 34, 38, 33, 34, 33 and once here is 38. See, thus it can be assumed that all the observations fall within the range of 31 to 38. The highest value is 31, 38 and lowest value of the series is a 31. See, here the in a first column we write here the observation number, then x1, x2, x3 up to the x15, total number of observation here the 15. Then here the value of x we can write down here the actual observation. Then summation of that x is the 510. Then here firstly we calculate the mean here, mu is equal to summation of x upon n. Okay, the summation of x is nothing but the 510 divided by 15. 15 it is nothing but the total number of observation. Here the mean is a 34. See here the mean is a 34. Then 34 minus 34. Here the deviation from the mean is a 0. Then 35. Okay, 34 minus, here the 35 minus 34. Here 1, 32 minus 34 minus 2, 31 minus 34 minus 3, 34 minus 34 0, 32 minus 34 minus 2, 37 minus 34 plus 3, 34 minus 34 0, 38 minus 34 4, 33 minus 34 minus 1, 34 minus 34 0, 33 minus 34 minus 1, 35 minus 34 plus 1, 37 minus 34 plus 3 and 31 minus 34 minus 3. See here all these the deviation and here the sum of the deviation. Here the summation of deviation is equal to 24. Here we can find here the square deviation. Here the d square actually 0, 1, minus 2 square is a 4, minus 3 square is a 9, 0, 0, minus 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 0 square is 0, 4 square is 16, minus 1 square is 1, 0 square is 0, 1 square is 1, 1 square is 1, 3 square is 9 and minus 3 square is 9. And summation of d square here 64. See here the mean deviation we calculate here, the summation of d upon n, the summation of d here the 24, we can put here that value in a formula, and n it is nothing but the total number of observation is a 15, and answer is come 1.60. Then next we calculate the standard deviation. Here the standard deviation we can write down the formula under the square root summation of d square upon n. Here the summation of d square here the 64 under the square root 64, and it is nothing but the total number of observation is a divide 64 divided by 15 under square root. Okay, and here the under square root of 4.267, and here the answer is 2.06. Here the standard deviation of this data series is 2.06, then mean deviation of this data series is 1.60, and the mean is this data set is 34. Then next we can focus on here the coefficient of variation. It is also called as CV. See, this is CV. It is nothing but the coefficient of variation. See, it is defined as standard deviation expressed as percentage of mean, and it is calculated as coefficient of variation, or it is also called as CV. CV is equal to standard deviation upon mean into 100. See here the formula of this coefficient of variation. CV is equal to here the standard deviation sigma upon mu, it is nothing but the mean into 100. Here I am focusing here one example. Height of 10 wheat plants growing at two localities are given below. Calculate the mean, standard deviation and coefficient of variation. Here the height of the plant is given in a centimeter. See the location A and location B. Here the location A plants having a height 15 centimeter, 12, 10, 18, 16, 18, 20, 12, 10 and 19. Location B plot, the height of the wheat plant is 35 centimeter, then 34 centimeter, 35, 38, 32, 31, 34, 35, 36 and 40. The data can be tabulated as follows for calculating the mean, standard deviation and the coefficient of variation. First of all, we can tabulate the data. In first column, I have written here the observations. Here 1, 2, 3 up to 10. Here the total number of observation is 10. Then in second column, I have written here the value of location A. Value is 15, 12, 10, 18, 16, 18, 20, 12, 10 and 19. Summation of x means the sum of all these values is 150. Firstly, I calculate here the mean for the location A. Mu is equal to summation of x upon n. Summation of x is 150 divided by 10, and here the mean is 15 for location A. From that mean, I calculate here the deviation. 15 minus 15 is 0, 12 minus 15 is a minus 3, 10 minus 15 is minus 5, 18 minus 15 is 3, 16 minus 15 is 1, 18 minus 15 is 3, 20 minus 15 is 5, 12 minus 15 is minus 3, 10 minus 15 is a minus 5, 19 minus 15 is 4. Then from that deviation, here the next column, I have written here the square of deviation. The square of deviation, here the 0, square of 0 is 0, 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25, 3 square is 9, 1 square is 1, 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25, 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25, 4 square is 16. And here the sum of all these square deviation is 128. The summation of d square is equal to 128. Then next I calculate here the standard deviation. This formula of standard deviation, sigma or standard deviation, is equal to under square root summation of d square upon n. Here I written here the values of summation of d square 128 divided by 10. The root of 12.8 is equal to 3.578. It is a standard deviation for the location A. From that standard deviation and the mean, I calculate here the coefficient of variation, CV, is equal to standard deviation upon mu into 100 is equal to, here the standard deviation value I written here 3.578 divided by 15 into 100. Here the answer is a 23.85. Then the location B, here firstly I written here the values 35, 34, 35, 38, 32, 31, 34, 35, 36, 40. The summation of x means here the sum of all these observation is 350. Then firstly I calculate here the mean for location B. Mu is equal to summation of x upon n. The summation of x is a 350 divided by 10 and here the mean is 35. From that mean, here in the next column I calculate here the d means deviation from that mean. 35 minus 35 is 0, 34 minus 35 is minus 1, 35 minus 35 is 0, 38 minus 35 is a 3, 32 minus 35 is a minus 3, 31 minus 35 is a minus 4, 34 minus 35 is a minus 1, 35 minus 35 is a 0, 36 minus 35 is 1, 40 minus 35 is 5. Then in the next column I written here the d square, means here the deviation square. 0 square is 0, 1 square is 1, 0 square is 0, 3 square is 9, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 1 square is 1, 0 square is 0, 1 square is 1, 5 square is 25. And the sum of this square deviation is the summation of d square is a 62. Then next here I am calculating the standard deviation. Here the standard deviation is equal to the under the root of summation of d square upon n, the under the root 62 upon 10. 62 it is a summation of d square and 10 it is nothing but the total number of observation. Then 6.2, the root of 6.2 is 2.489. Then same here I calculate the coefficient of variation for the location B. I put the values in the formula. Here the 2.489, it is a standard deviation of location B divided by 35. It is a mean into 100 and answer is 7.11. See here the location A and location B. See the differences between the mean, then standard deviation and coefficient of variation. See the mean for location A is a 15 centimeter while for location B is 35 centimeter. Standard deviation is 3.578 centimeter while for the location B is 2.489 centimeter. Then coefficient of variation CV 23.85% for location A and the location B 7.11. See, this is regarding to the calculation of the mean, standard deviation and coefficient of variation of given data set. Then here in a last slide, here the expected question arises on this topic. The question number first, write on variance and covariance CV. This question is asked for 3 marks. You just write down what is a variance, you can get the formula, and you can just write down the covariance and you can give the formula of that. Then what is a variance? It is also asked for 2 marks. Then question number 3, it is for asking for either 3 marks or either 4 marks. Calculate the variance for the data 7, 3, 4, 6, 1, 6, 7, 6, 5. Then question number 4, an analysis of seed number per fruit in a 10 fruit. Each of 2 batches is given below. Explain which group has a lower range of coefficient of variation. Here the fruit number, here the 10 fruits are there and number of seed. Batch first 7, 9, 6, 8, 6, 5, 7, 8, 6, 8, and batch second 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10, 5, 6, 4, 7. And see, this question, it is asked for 5 marks. Thank you.